Und damit willkommen zurück zu Reporterin 2. Wir haben das letzte Mal endlich in diesen Club der Herzen geschafft, nachdem wir unseren Ausweis besorgen mussten und ein paar andere Späße hatten. Wir sind jetzt drin und würden mal jetzt langsam anfangen, uns umzusehen.
I already got in. I shouldn't push my luck. Open mic haiku night, huh? Looks like anyone can go up on stage and perform.
Was war das? 443 oder so? Gab es irgendeine Reihenfolge?
Probably just leads to a storage room or kitchen. No time for drinks. I'm here.
Oh, die sieht aber gut aus.
Ah, geez. Here I was having a semi-good time, and who is here to ruin my day?
Dort?
Rain, you conniving schemer. Conned your way in here, did you? There's no way in hell you're an actual member.
I haven't the faintest idea of what you're talking about, buddy. I've been a proud patron forever.
Don't bullshit a bullshitter, Rain. I could rat you out, but luckily for you, I respect the hustle.
Well then, fellow hustler. Want to chat for a minute?
No, why not?
Jemand traut sich spielen zu gehen? Okay, sprech
So
mal.
that pyre angle, huh? Pretty interesting.
You caught up, huh? Well, you know the drill. I ain't saying squat about the case.
So, Hannah Verdue. Got any juicy gossip to share?
Well, you know, dude looks like a lady. Can't get much juicier than that.
I guess I walked into that one. I only have myself to blame for expecting you'd have anything substantial to add.
Sucks to be you, Rain.
Er ist wieder ein wirklich galanter, angenehmer Typ.
So, what do you think of this place?
It ain't bad. I first came here for work when I was covering the arts beats, and I grew fond of the place.
Poetry is your jam, huh? I honestly find that a bit hard to believe.
Believe what you will. I don't give a crap what you think.
Sehr angenehmer Typ.
I
Und
should
nicht Arte klauen.
probably keep that to myself. I don't want to give art-free information.
Das stimmt.
I should probably...
This got you in? Jesus, what a half-assed forgery. That bouncer should get his eyes checked.
I don't want to show... I bet you haven't got your hands on one of these babies.
Oh, damn. That's the exact design, isn't it? Where'd you get it?
Wouldn't you like to know? I'm gonna go...
Later.
Achso, nee, Moment.
Hey,
Yeah?
Wie immer.
I don't want to ask. Open mic tonight, it seems. How does one write a haiku anyway?
Well, last Mr. Hopkins is about to teach
Okay,
you a
das
little
hilft uns
something
jetzt.
about poetry. 3 stanzas, 5 syllables, then 7,
5,
then
7,
5
5, okay.
again.
Silben
Rain
sogar nicht
is a
Wörter.
dummy, whereas art is a shrewd man. Universe aligned. 5, 7, 5.
All right, let's see. Receding hairline, arrogance personified. It's Art Hopkins, folks. 575.
Yeah, you got it. You should definitely go up on stage tonight.
Schön, tut aber gegenseitig bepulvern.
I don't want to ask. How are the drinks here?
Well, they're not worth the price, I'll say that much.
Mhm. So, das ist
So, Hannah Verdue. Got any juicy gossip to share?
Well, you know, dude looks like a lady. Can't get much juicier than that.
Guess I walked into that one. I only have myself to blame for expecting you'd have anything substantial to add.
Der Kerl hat ja gerade
Sucks
das...
to be you.
Moment, das verstehe ich
So,
nicht.
Well, you know, dude looks like a... Sucks to...
Du looks like a girl?
I don't want to ask him about that.
Verstehe es nicht ganz, ob das so ernst gemeint ist, aber...
I'm
Later.
serious-looking security guard. I better not get on it. Hannah?
All right, move along. Madame Verdue doesn't want to be disturbed.
Oh, but I just need a quick word.
Yeah, you and everybody else. Unless she asks for you, it ain't gonna happen. Feel me?
All right, fine, relax. Guess I'll have to try and attract attention somehow. Ah, guess the name is a card game pun. Maybe this place used to be a casino or something.
Klapperfahrt, ja. Klapp. ist halt Kreuz. Ein Herz ist Herz. Das ist schön. Die Idee, muss ich zugeben. Finde ich ganz witzig. So, na gut, wir sagen mal speichern. Poetry Slam. Na, gucken wir mal. Wir probieren erstmal frei raus. Oder lieber weg. Heißt das so? Ja, bestimmt. Was? Was ist halt dritte Teil, vierter Teil? Hä? Sexy. Okay, was war's? 575. Schmerzen. Mögen heiß losgelöst. Schmerzen richtig hart. Gebrochene Versprechen. Oh, jetzt sind wir schon bei 6. Wir machen mal was anderes. Von Pein geplagt. Das sind 4, brauchen wir noch 3 also. Absturz droht. Bindung war's wert. Schmerzen richtig hart, von Pein geplagt. Absturztrost, Bindung war's wert. Und jetzt einfach sagen.
Robbing pains, go hard. Struggling through pain, tumbling down. Bonding, justified.
I would have preferred something more defiant and liberating.
You ain't lying.
Okay. Jetzt kriegen wir schon ein bisschen Feedback. Etwas kühner hätte es sein können.
Hey, one.
Yeah?
So,
Well, sucks to be you.
Das wollte er
we
nicht.
talked about that already.
Könnt ihr mir kein Feedback? Etwas kühner hätte es sein können.
I'm gonna go.
Later.
I shouldn't try to push my luck. Serious looking.
Also. Kühn, was haben wir noch?
Pyre, damn. This pyre is the damn. The queen king of two suits longs for human connection and non-conformity, yet is caught in a painful loop of
Ach ja.
self-destruction. T. What is this cryptic nonsense? Somebody is messing with me.
Der 2 Farben. Königin der Herzen. Ah, damit ist die gemeint,
The
stimmt.
queen king of two suits longs for human connection and non-conformity, yet is caught in a painful loop of self. What is this cryptic?
Ah, wir müssen also irgendwas mit Normen, Menschen. Wo finden wir das denn? Fern der Norm. Schmerzlich hart, fern der Norm, Abschluss droht, Bindung war es wert.
Robbing pains, go hard. Beyond the norms, tumbling down. Bonding,
Das sind
justified.
6. Bitte.
Oh, just lovely. It had it all.
Indeed. Felt that one.
Who is she?
War das nicht
Get
6
her
Silben
up here.
in der Mittelteil?
For sure, boss.
Gut, aber mal
Hey,
ganz okay.
you.
Yes.
Madame Verdu would like to speak to you. Have a seat.
All right, great, thanks.
Have a seat.
Hello, darling. Why, aren't you a doll?
I might be a doll, but don't you get any ideas about
Ah.
playing with me?
Oh, what a breath of fresh air. This place usually reeks of sycophancy. It gets tiring, you know.
I can imagine that.
Anyway, I just wanted to say that your performance was nothing short of divine. Well done.
Thanks. I've never written a poem before, so there's that.
Incredible. And you went up on stage just like that.
Well, I needed to get your attention. I've been told you have information I need.
That's so. A woman on a mission, are you? I'm eager to learn more.
Also es könnte mal ein Mann von Zügen her gewesen sein, was doch sehr... Man guckt so weibliche Züge, männliche Züge, aber könnte genauso eine Frau sein. Und am Ende ist ja vollkommen egal, wenn sie sich jetzt als Frau identifiziert. Das ist doch so, so super. Gut, wir fangen an.
What do you know about the Soothsayer?
I don't know much about the murders, but as a person with an ear to the ground culturally, I've noticed a shift.
Yeah? In what way?
People are more nervous, distrustful, on edge. The subject matter expressed on stage has been darker, too.
Yeah, I can see that. Serial killers tend to put a damper on things. Do you know Deborah Sinclair?
Of course. Lovely woman. She will be missed.
You knew her personally, I take it?
A little, but I wouldn't call us more than acquaintances. She was fascinated by my journey to become a woman, though. Even considered writing a book about the subject.
Oh, interesting. Could that have been what her next novel was about?
I doubt it. Last I heard, it was some story about a mental institution. But I
Moment.
don't know the details.
Moment. Ihr nächstes Buch war über eine Nervenheilanstalt gegangen. Aus der Nervenheilanstalt gibt es eine tote ehemalige Krankenschwester und die hatte Sex mit einem Patienten gehabt, der nicht mehr dort ist. Könnten das nicht schon 3 Opfer, die zusammenhängen sein? Dann fehlt noch Jane Doe. Und wer fehlt noch? Ach, der Diakon. Interessant. Also man hätte vielleicht jetzt hier schon die erste Verbindung.
Do you know anything about the young woman who was burned to death by the Soothsayer up on Constance Hill?
One thing comes to mind. Have you read up on the history of Constance Hill?
I've been meaning to.
Well, in the old days, that place was a famous site for burning witches at the stake.
Oh, right. Doesn't the name itself come from some woman who died there too?
Yes, Constance Phillips. She was one of the last women executed for witchcraft in America.
Interesting. So it would seem that Jane Doe met a similar fate.
Sadly, yes.
Do you know anything about Benedict Townsend, the deacon killed by the Soothsayer?
Das wird noch interessant.
Honey, men of the cloth and I run in different circles, to say the least.
Weil sie Clubgeschäft ist oder weil sie vom Mann zur Frau geworden ist? Was ja von den Kirchen abhängt, ob das jetzt kritisch beäugt wird. Was Schwachsinn ist an sich, aber naja.
What do you know about scrying mirrors?
Nothing much. I was acutely ignorant of them until the Soothsayer brought them into the limelight.
Are you familiar with the King of Kings Catholic Church?
Never heard of it.
What do you know about Eric Hall?
Nothing much. I'd just be.
Ich würde nur wiedergeben, was viele schon wissen, dass er halt fremdgegangen ist.
What do you know about
Frauen
Rose
hatte.
Taylor?
Nothing revelatory.
Do you know
Never heard of.
Pyre?
Jetzt kommt das Interessante.
Someone told me that you might be able to get that.
Ah, a fellow connoisseur. Sorry to disappoint, but I haven't been able to procure pyre. Not for a lack of trying.
Damn. Well, if somebody like you can't get it, it's gotta be impossible.
I never claimed to have superpowers, darling. But from what I have gathered, a curious nameless duo is behind pyre. A man and a woman.
Interesting. What can you tell me about them?
Very little. The man is supposedly tall, bold, and an intimidating figure. The woman stays in the background, from what I understand. There are rumors circulating about their unusual behavior, too. Apparently, they are quite picky with their clientele.
Ist das wieder der Typ aus dem ersten Teil?
Some sort of
Kahle?
interviews to separate the wheat from the chaff.
Strange. How close have you come to tracking these people down?
Not very. My best lead is a graffiti artist by the name Faze. That's F-A-Z-E.
Okay. What's his deal?
Well, the word on the street is that he had direct contact with the pyre dealers. And his experience with pyre had a
Constant Hill war nicht gerade Face
profound
gewesen.
effect on him. Supposedly, he's quite obsessed with it.
I see. Know where to find him?
Alas, I don't.
Well, this is still very useful information. Thanks. So, what's your deal, Hannah? You come from a wealthy family, right?
Oh, how dull. I've enjoyed our little foray so far, and this is my leisure time. Let's not turn this into a boring interview.
This is a nice place you've got here.
Thank you, darling. It's just a little pet project of mine. I've always been fascinated by language. And in my opinion, there is no purer form of language than poetry.
Does the name Rachel Wang mean anything to you?
No, I have no recollection of that name.
Do you know who Tabitha Caldwell is?
No, I'm not familiar with that person.
We don't need to talk about that.
Gut, dann haben wir noch ein paar Gegenstände.
Yeah, right. I don't.
Gearing up for pride, darling?
Something like that.
Weil es schon regenbogenartig aussieht.
What do you think about this?
Huh? Oh, somebody gave you pointers on what kind of poetry I like?
Seems that way. Any idea who wrote this?
Not really. I'm vocal about my preferences, so it could be almost any of the regulars.
Hier vorne ist übrigens einer mit Glatze, nur als kleiner Hinweis.
What do you know about...
Nothing much.
No.
Glaube ich auch. Los, können wir
Not a
machen.
very hot stage tonight, is it?
It's been quiet, I'll admit. The crowd is not usually this shy.
It'll probably pick up as the average blood alcohol level increases. This is a nice...
Thank you, darling.
Your bodyguard...
Oh, Lee. He may look like a killer, but he's a sweetheart. He's been with my family for a long time.
No need to ask.
Damit sind wir durch, würde ich sagen.
All right.
Enjoy.
I think I've got what I needed from here.
Club der Herzen kann eigentlich weg. Richtig.
Time to head back, but I'll stop by Lucas's place on my way home.
So, lieben Lukas.
Wish I could have seen that performance. Never figured you for the artistic type.
When there's this much money on the line, my type tends to be of the flexible variety.
Wow, sounds like it paid off. This Verdú person give you some good info, right?
Oh, you betcha. Let's talk. So, Rose Taylor, I've made a little progress, but I was hoping for more.
All right. If you want, we can try to untangle it together.
Well, okay. Apparently, she was fired for screwing a patient, but that person is no longer at the facility for reasons unknown.
That would explain the failed marriage. She's caught in the act, they fire her, the husband files for divorce.
Makes sense. And then sometime after that, she's murdered in the azure sky by this lover of hers, possibly?
If the husband was cleared, this paramour, if released at the time, would certainly be a prime suspect, yes.
Surely the KPD must have been swarming him like flies on a turd then.
Indeed. My source at the KPD said no arrests yet. So either patient X isn't our guy, or he's a slippery fuck, and they simply don't have enough on him.
Okay, good to know. This pyre business is just getting stranger and stranger.
Yeah? How so?
I learned today that the dealers don't just give out the drug for free. Their clientele has to pass some sort of test first.
Yes, I've heard those rumors too. The drug dealers quiz the junkies before they get a fix. Bizarre.
Bizarre indeed. This is looking more and more like organized experiments.
I agree. It seems like these dealers are carrying out a deliberate plan. The question is, was murder always part of that equation?
Yeah, that's the million-dollar question. Do you happen to know a lady by the name of Caldwell?
No. Should I?
If you're interested in solving the Soothsayer case, yeah,
Bold words. Care for a trade?
maybe. Let's keep talking and we'll see. Have you been able to learn anything about the people behind Pyre?
Nada. They're a fickle bunch. You?
I did hear that it's supposed to be a man and a woman working together.
Small progress, I suppose.
Does the name Phase mean anything to you?
It does, actually. Do you have his real name?
Nope. I just found out that he existed an hour ago.
Then I'm one step ahead of you on that one. Quid pro quo?
How about Caldwell for Phase?
Deal. You first.
Fine. So there's this old African-American lady, Tabitha Caldwell. She owns a flower shop, Tabby's Garden. She was fingerprinted in the 1960s for some stupid, harmless crime. Now get this. Her prints ended up on an obsidian shard that I picked up in Deborah's cabin, right next to where the last murder occurred.
Holy moly, is our killer an old lady florist? Sounds pretty far-fetched. But maybe that's how she's been able to evade the authorities.
My thoughts exactly.
Well, don't leave me hanging. Have you followed up yet?
We'll get there. Your turn.
All right. Faze's real name is Corey Finnegan. He's one of those underground anarchist types. A junkie graffiti artist with no fixed address. His name kept popping up when I was doing research on Pyre. Supposedly, he's met the dealers in person.
Nothing new to me except his name. Surely the bombshell I just handed you is worth more than that.
I'll tell you what. I got a few contacts looking for Finnegan. If I hear anything about his whereabouts, I'll let you know.
All right, Tabitha. I went to her shop, and I shit you not, she's got actual obsidian mirrors for sale right up front.
Whoa. Either we found the most arrogant killer of all time, or...
These were accidental prints left on mirrors that the Soothsayer bought from her at some point.
Did you confront her?
No, I didn't want to tip my hand so soon. I plan to follow up on my other leads first.
Good idea.
Das sieht aber
Even if she's involved in the murders, you need a stronger case to hand over to the KPD. Lots to think about.
Okay, damit haben wir das auch. Gibt's sonst noch?
I don't want to ask. I don't want to ask.
Damit sind wir durch. Oder? Gibt's was Neues?
The brick wall outside my office.
Yeah.
Nö, ich glaube, dann haben wir das.
Okay, that should be everything.
Understood. I'll be up for a while longer if you come up with more things to discuss.
Great, I'll keep that in mind.
Okay. Damit haben wir Ende Abend 3.
All right, that's all I had for today. Same time tomorrow?
Sure, but I might be a bit late. There's this place I'm scoping out. But you know, for a non-team, we're not doing so bad, are we?
I guess not. Goodbye, Lucas.
Bye, Kathy.
Ich hab Angst, dass der umgebracht wird.
Hey, you little menace. Miss me?
Oh,
You better.
you better. Da ist unser Josh.
Ugh, what now?
Der will doch wieder ans Höschen.
Hey, how about that drink? Beautiful.
Oh Gott, das getrunken.
Jesus, Josh, buddy, it's late. Maybe another time, all right?
You know what I fucking think?
Nope, but I have a feeling you're gonna tell me.
There's never gonna be a fucking another time, is there? You'll just keep squeezing whatever you can out of people. It's what you do.
Er hat sich uns verliebt. Und,
Let's
oh Gott.
talk about this when you're sober. You need a bed, Josh, not more drinks.
Why? You got one,
God.
yours available? It's the least you could do, seeing as what your little fucking stunt cost me.
What are you babbling on about? The fingerprint thing?
Yeah, they suspended me. Why do you think I'm shit-faced like this? I aced up my ass, and those bastards want to make an example out of me. I could lose my job.
Shit, that sucks. But I didn't force you to do anything, did I?
That's so... so easy for you to say. You knew I still got a thing for you. You knew you could use me. Like you use everyone.
You've known me since high school, Josh. I've always been a bitch.
Ah,
Miss a fucking memo?
I guess it seemed like you'd changed. I don't know why.
People never change, Josh. They just get better at hiding their inner asshole. Go home before I call some actual cops.
oh Gott, Katie.
Christ almighty, what a train wreck. Time to get our asses to bed, Mildred.
Ja, bis ich mittlerweile selber können, wenn du den schon so lange kennst und ihn schon ein bisschen ausgenutzt hast. Also ein bisschen schlecht gewissen hätte ich schon an deiner Stelle. So, was träumen wir diese Nacht? Okay. Die Planeten sind aber...
Saturn and Venus. They're impossibly large. This can't be right. That doesn't... The city of Gleam.
Wer brennt hier drin?
Ugh. What's burning? It stings my eyes.
Eine Hexe? Oh.
My name is a room.
Oh my god. Are you Jane Doe?
That's not my name. My name is a room.
I don't understand.
You will. When you reach our house, you will.
Is a room. Sie heißt wie ein Raum. Okay. 4. Tag. 23. Mai 98.
All right. Time to track down Corey Finnegan.
Lasst uns mal noch die Notiz anschauen.
Here we go again. Pattern. Stab, fall, hang, burn. Mirrors are portals. Inception occurred in 1995. T. 1995? No, it can't be. Is this all connected to what happened in Conwell Springs?
Moment, das sind noch die Todesarten. Wir gucken nochmal durch.
Pattern. Stab, fall, hang, burn. Mirrors are portals. Inception occurred in 1995.
Also, stechen. Das war Deborah. Und das allererste Opfer, oder? So, dann Jane Doe ist brennen. Der Pfarrer ist erhängen, der andere ist stürzen. Das heißt, wir werden irgendwas wiederholt kriegen. Ich glaube, das allererste... Wer war denn der allererste Fall gewesen? Achso, die Krankenschwester. Die wurde erstochen, soweit ich weiß. Gut, Mitfeld?
Nah, I'll...
Anrufbeantworter, Lucas, Josh. Wer ist es?
Hey, it's Lucas. I just heard back from an informant of mine. And apparently, our boy FaZe was sighted downtown this morning. You know, near the pawn shop. All right, kid, we're even.
Perfect. I gotta head there right away. Maybe the guy's still around.
Okay, damit haben wir das. Und wir haben den Ausweis auch verloren übrigens. Ich würde sagen, damit sind wir mit der Folge durch und das nächste Mal machen wir weiter. Bis dahin, Elandirthor. Tschüss.